slow start to the first half, and you guys were down. We were down 8 going into the break. What do you tell the girls in the locker room that kind of jump started a strong second half?
No major adjustments, to be honest with you, other than I didn't feel like South Dakota had seen our best. And it's what I had anticipated coming in, is that they are a top-tiered basketball program with great coaching, and they really know how to play the game, and we're just not going to get the easy look time and time again. You're going to have to fight for it, which means you have to continually space and work. And they showed a little bit of resistance, South Dakota State, and then we just stopped and ran to the ball. So sometimes you're under pressure, your instincts, your natural instincts come back and rear their ugly head. Where we had been spacing the floor so that we could use each other's skills, we didn't space the floor. We sat on top of each other. We took shots that we didn't want to take on the offensive end.
Ricky Jackson had 23, following up a great 26 points the other night. How did she factor into the game, especially because she had such a strong second half today?
It's hard to talk about one player because you talk about phases of the game. And, she was working hard. She was talking defensively. She was doing some things early on the defensive end. And then offensively, that ball was not going in. Not that they were all bad shots. They just weren't going in. There were some good looks. And so Annie Hayes was really kind of carrying it and leading it and kind of directing some traffic, which was really nice. And so she carried a load, actually the whole game. But there are certain times where it was like, we needed that. And then which allowed Jerkela to kind of get some rhythm. But before that happened, Jerkela is doing an amazing job, and Ace, Annie's sister, came in, and it was really fun down the stretch watching those two, Ace and Jerkela, trade minutes and both be spectacular in what they did. And then obviously Danae coming up with some big loose balls and offensive rebounds against a pretty strong Midwestern team.
Talking about Jerkela for a second, first double of the season for her, 17 points, 11 rebounds. What did she kind of show you today that allowed her to have such a quality game?
She's got to be one of your first picks if you're playing at the park. She's going to find a way to add value, whether it's an offensive rebound, knocking down a three, leading a fast break, running to the corners to stretch the floor so that the guards can go get layups. Those little things that she does that maybe not everybody sees. And then, I guess you see it on a stat sheet because she fills it up because she's so versatile and can do so many things that make others better. And she's a pretty darn good player herself.
South Dakota State really gave us everything we could handle today. How does that impact the team moving forward, knowing that they were able to dig down and really battle back and play a quality game?
Well, I think it was really good because it was the first time we have been down and had to take a punch, and I didn't know. Like, you never know until you get hit in the mouth how you're going to respond, and so they did not back down 1 inch. And then really Maya turned the table defensively, and I felt like we started to wear them down a little bit. And I was sitting on timeouts because I knew we're expending a ton of energy doing this, and we weren't using a lot of players. But at the same time, I was looking over at the other side, and I thought, I think we're wearing them out. And Maya really created that early pressure, and then our other guards started coming up, and we were able to get a couple steals and change the momentum of the game.
Talk about Maya and that defensive pressure. As the defensive got going in the second half, it really seemed to ignite the crowd. How much of a factor was that crowd tonight?
It's unbelievable. And again, I've been lucky enough to coach in some big time arenas at Michigan State and in some fun places, but they're behind you. It's not just noise. It feels like they are behind you, and they're living and dying with every play, and I know it ignites our players, and again, you can't play off of emotion, just emotion. like be a mad dog just swinging crazy. I mean, you're not going to win that way. But it was rightly ordered in the emotion and the physicality that we started to match, because they're a physical posting team with multiple players that can do that, and we started to match it with Jerkela. And again, Ace is a guard, but she was defending in the post like she'd been doing it since she was 5 years old. But you know, that crowd really helps, and you make a couple baskets or steals, and I think this city appreciates work ethic. It doesn't take, you know, a rocket scientist to figure that out. And so we keep working like that, win or lose, and this is a great place to play.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.